Hello, 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 hello. And I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Crew Podcast. Y'all, we do not have a regular slot here for the Crew Podcast. So every second and fourth Wednesday, we have this slot available. So if you're out there and you're looking for opportunity to showcase your brand, you're looking for opportunity to be a part of an amazing network of some amazing hosts. I tell you, we have some amazing hosts here on the network. If you've not had an opportunity to check us out, we are across so many platforms. I'm telling you, if you just Google the Crew Podcast, them Divas of the Airwaves, you will be able to find out exactly where we are. I've simplified it. You can go over to Linktree, The Crew Podcast 23, and find out all about these amazing hosts. Y'all, I'm telling you, 2025 has kicked off and it has started off amazing, but y'all, it's going so fast. We are already headed into month three. Y'all, I can't believe we're already headed into month three. It seemed like this year just started. But nevertheless, y'all, we have to keep pushing. I'm excited because I have some individuals that's coming by and they're going to be sharing with us. They both are part of the 100 Authors movement. One of them is a group leader. One of them is a new author. Just released her book. She's been a part of so many anthologies, but she just released her book. I'm excited to be able to share her and to be able to share some of these individuals that's attached to the 100 author movement. If you're not attached to the 100 author movement, let me tell you what you are missing. You're missing an opportunity to connect with other like minded authors like yourself. You're missing the opportunity to share your resources and to share um, connections and just various different things. Um, Four C's is what we're focused on, and that is connection, collaboration, community, and being able to create. So I'm excited to be able to help individuals just tap into their gifts and to help just bring awareness to those things that they've already tapped in, because most everybody that's already attached, they are already authors. They, some of them have plenty of books under their belt and just looking for opportunity to just bring some awareness to their message, to their brand, and to highlight, some things that, they want to highlight. So we just giving them an opportunity to share. So if you are not following, if you have not checked out some of these amazing individuals, I want you to go over to Aspiring Authors Magazine, 100 Authors to Watch, and you will be able to check out some of those amazing authors that's attached to this movement. You see an opportunity where you can check out their blogs. They have some blogs up. Most of them have been interviewed, so they have interviews up. A lot of them have been just out and about in their community doing great things. They have been featured in other magazines. They have been featured in newspapers. Some even have been interviewed on the radio station, and also on the news station. We have individuals that have been doing events at schools and in various community centers, libraries, things of that nature. Just getting out there and letting people know who they are. Letting people see who they brand, who they brand, and what they are. So y'all utilize these opportunities, and when you have opportunities to share what you're doing, make sure that you are sharing what you're doing so individuals know what you are doing and they can share what you're doing. If we don't know what you're doing, we can't support you. And that's why I tell people, if I oftentimes hear people say, They're gonna move in silence. Okay, I get it. You don't want people to know what you're doing. Um, but if you don't let people know what you're doing, how can they support you? And then if they don't know who you are, how can they support you? Like at some point, you're gonna have to say, okay, um, I'm just gonna have to, be obedient and do what I know that I'm called to do. And sometimes it takes us outside of our box. It takes us to doing things that sometimes we never thought that we would do. Because I share this often with individuals because I want people to understand that I didn't just wake up one day and say I wanted to write books. No, I never. Like I heard people say, "Oh, you got a book. You should write a book. You got a story to tell." All that you hear people say that, but you don't think that that would be you. Um, let alone you look at. I think I started in 2000. I think my first book was 2016. So next year would be 10 years that I've been writing. Um, 9 years. I've been writing, sharing bits and pieces of my journey because I've yet to share my full testimony. I share, whatever is laid on my heart. I like to do anthologies, so that's why I have all these literary works um, under my belt is because I like to collaborate. I like to give others an opportunity to share because a lot of time individuals think that their story does not matter. They think that their story is small. They think that their story is just another story that just fits into the 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 the, the pot of stories or whatever. But when you understand that your story does matter and that there is somebody out there that needs your nugget, they need to hear from you. I think I have one of my guests that's coming on. Um, and I'm excited. Again, I tell y'all, if y'all are not following us on these various platforms, we have introduced some new platforms. I want you to go check them out. If you not, if you are a writer, and especially if you are an author, um, there's two platforms that I want to encourage you to go be a part of. Um, Blue Sky is one of them. It reminds me of the old Twitter, Twitter before Elon Musk. um, if y'all go check it out, I promise you, you will like it. Especially if you are an author. I have met quite a few authors on that page. Substack, y'all, amazing platform, an opportunity for you to really, really be creative, an opportunity for you to really utilize your talents and your gifts and to tap into those things um, that you have. It's an opportunity to get subscribers. It's an opportunity for you to monetize. It's an opportunity for you to really like like really utilize your skills and your gifts. I want to see if my guest is ready to come on the stage. I see she is. I can hear her, but I can't see her. I can hear you, but I can't see you. Okay, that's fine. So how you doing today? I'm good. I can't complain. No need. There's really no need. Um, any day on this side, it's a good day for me. I must say, any day on this side, it's a good day. So, um, for those that may not know who you are, I was just sitting here. So
Mhm.
I was explaining to those that are listening and those that may hear the replay. Um, while I was on. We don't normally have a show scheduled for this hour right now because it is a vacant slot. We currently have three vacant slots. So normally I try to make sure that I am available to make sure that the shows go on because when I commit to something, I like to truly commit to something. And we're committed to being on Sunday through Friday at 8 p.m. So I'm here every day, Sunday through Friday, 8 p.m. If we don't have a scheduled host, then that means I'm here and ready to go forth. So I want to thank you for, at the drop of a dime, your willingness to come on and be a part of this show tonight. We have Shanette, who's
Can you
another
hear me?
host. Yeah, I can hear you. We have, can you hear me? I'm wondering, can you hear me? Can you hear
Hold on.
me?
Okay, I can hear you now. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's okay. Look, we used to having some kind of technical issues. It never fails.
Yeah.
It's like that whenever you dealing with technology. But for those that may not know who you are, I want you to introduce yourself to them.
Okay. All right. All right. Hi everyone. Yes, I am author Shaneria Osborne. I'm one of the ones that Angela um helped push me. She helped push me to drop my first book. It we just got the book dropped what 2 days, couple of days ago. So I'm Shamira Osborne. Like I say, I'm a mother, a wife, a grandmother, and I'm just I'm just happy of who God is truly moving me into. I'm just following in God's lead. I'm following wherever God want me to go this year, 2025. If God want me to fly and go different places, that's where I'm going this year. So I'm Shaneria Osborne, um, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else God got in store for me this year.
Well, I can definitely tell you that he has a lot in store. 2025 it is the year of really individuals coming outside of their box, stepping outside of their normal. And you say that, I've been saying it, um, going into 2025. It's the things that you were used to doing. You're not gonna be able to get by with those things no more.
Mm-mm.
um he's expecting more. He's expecting us to step into that greater, that greater works that we are supposed to be doing. So I'm excited. I'm truly excited for you
Yeah.
releasing your first book, her first solo book. She has always been an author. I tell all of the co-authors, if you once you put that pen to paper, whether it's in your own book or it's in another book, once you put that pen to paper and it is in print, you are an author. So you have always been an author. So I thank you for just stepping out and doing your own book. Basically, that's what you did. You finally allowed that whatever was holding you back to um, step aside, and you truly came forth. So tonight, I really want you to share about your book, what this journey has been like. To release your first book, and then how can we get your book, and what can we look forward to? Those are some of the questions that I really want you to be thinking about as we just have this conversation, because we're just having a conversation. I truly want people to get to know author Shaneria. Now that you officially are owning
Mhm.
your title and walking into your title, I want them to truly know
Mhm.
who you are as an author.
Yes. I can tell you this is it's been a long 5 year journey. Um I remember when Angela kept saying, Shanir, you need to drop a book. You need to drop a book. I mean, I, When I tell you, when Angela, you just told me to do this, and it's been 5 years. It took me 5 years to release a book this year. But I say this, but God, I tell you, it's been amazing because I'm excited. I'm so excited because I really did this. Me and Angela did this, but now that I can actually say that I have my own book, it's been published on Amazon. Now is heading to getting um Barnes and Nova. I might be saying it wrong, but God is just really doing His thing this year. I already see a book tour, but it's gonna be me and you, Angela. You might not really see it, but I think you do. But it's it's a lot of things getting ready to happen this year. God, and we've been faithful. We've been on this prayer line for 5 years. And that's what I tell people. You better get connected to God. That will ever open for your life. But I truly, truly, truly know that God get ready to do some amazing things. Not just for me and you, Angela, but for everyone that's on the prayer line that's getting up there every morning and nothing but good got to happen. God speak that. So 2025 is the year that we all gonna. I mean, truly, I truly understand when God is in the midst, and I tell this to my daughters, it's gonna go smooth, too easy, but that's God. When things start getting crazy and acting up, you know that ain't a God. But one thing I do know, God will show us. He will tell us some things that we're not doing right, but I truly believe that God is in the making of 2025. God get ready to open up many more doors, and I'm trust me, this ain't gonna be my last book. Uh, Another book coming behind this. I don't know what it is, but God knows. So I'm just excited. I'm just excited, Angela. I just thank you. I thank you because you are very, very motivated. Like, if people don't really understand, and people don't really understand you, like why you do what you do. That's God. That's God that you really pushing people who. Cause I'm shy. I was shy, but when you start getting around people who push you, that's the best place to be. It's around people who gonna push you to greatness. And Angela, you have done that, and I seen you do that with thousands, look like thousands of people. So, Angela, you continue to do great work because God, ooh, God, get ready to do some more amazing things for you in 2025. But God is
Amen.
good.
Yes, he is. That is for sure. I truly thank him for um the prayer line. I thank him for giving us the opportunity to get up at 5 a.m. and to not just think about ourselves,
Yeah,
but to think about other people. I thank him because when we first started,
God
it
is
it,
good.
it was
And I,
just
I just, me personally, I just got to speak about God because more and more I speak about God, more blessings gonna come. It's coming.
that's it. That's
Yep.
it. And regardless of what we want to do, because I tell you, when I first started this line and I first started doing the things that I was doing, I was just, I thought it was just about authors and just about, whatever. But every time I would go live, like I was going live every day, and when I would go live, it's just like everything that I planned to talk about, he would not allow me to talk about it. It was always it always led back to him. And I remember that when I was on my bed of affliction, when I was laying in that hospital bed, when I was laying in that bed and could not walk, I remember saying that if you just raise me up off my bed of affliction, that I would share your goodness. That's all I wanted to do, was share his goodness. I didn't know how I was going to be able to share his goodness, but all I wanted to do was share his goodness, and to share the things that he had done for me. And I'm just thankful. I'm grateful that we get an opportunity that we can share, and we can uplift other people, that we can, you know encourage others, and let people know that, we didn't get through this by ourselves. And yeah, we went through some things, but we got through it. And how did we get through it? We stood on the wall. We thought about other people. We didn't just think about ourselves. We thought about other people. Like the word tells us that many are called, but only a few will answer. I'm thankful for the few that we have. And I think Shaneria dropped off. She was having a few connection issues in the beginning, but I think she's coming back on. Yeah, I hear her. I hear her now. Okay, so let me
Can
see. I can hear you now. I think it dropped you off, but like I tell people, this happens, but we don't stop. We keep pushing. Um, it seemed like there may be some bad connections. I think it says your signal is kind of low, but nevertheless, we push. How can individuals get your book if they want to get your book? I know you said it was on Amazon. Do they just go to Amazon and put your name in, or how do they do it?
um yeah, they just go to Amazon and just put in my name, Shaneria Osborne. Or you can put in Warren Women and Men of Faith, 31 Days of Devotion, and it'll pull up.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And it is in ebook, paperback, and hardback for all those that want to get a paper copy. I'm telling you, one of the best ways to support the author is to request a copy from them. Um, and have them to autograph it for you. I'm sure Shaneria is going to be having a website going up soon.
Correct.
She's probably going to have all this different things. So just give her a moment. We are, remember, she's a new author that's building a brand. She's building a brand new brand. So just give her some time, be patient, and know that we have a lot in store. She has a lot in store. She has a testimony, um, and her testimony is going to bless a lot of people. It's going to set a lot of people free, and it's going to help a lot of people get through. They're going to be able to overcome those things that they were going through to get through. I tell you, I'm grateful um, for her sharing her story. And we have Shanette joining us. So, yeah, we are going to also be launching a grief podcast coming up in March, in a couple of days. So, in less than what, 28 days now, we're going to be launching that new show, because our first show is March the 30th. We hope you guys will definitely tune in and be a part of that. I'm excited because we all gonna get to share our journey with grief and how it has affected us, how we have learned from it, how we have, even those things that, you know, may have been good and bad, because some stages we may have been able to go through without a problem, and then some stages we may have had to repeat, and still are repeating, because remember, grief is something that you never completely um move from. It's something that, it's gonna always be a part of us, because we're always gonna lose things. We're always gonna lose people. We're always gonna have that loss in our life. But one thing we can do is learn how to cope with it, learn how to get through it, and learn how to deal with it. So we have Shanette joining us. Shanette, how are you?
I
Hi,
am
Shanette.
doing good. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Can't complain, can't complain, won't complain. I tell you, anytime I'm on this side, it is amazing. I tell you, just I was just telling someone today. Um, and I often talk about the prayer line and all those that participate in the prayer line. Shout out to Cheryl Northern Lagrange, who's one of our faithful prayer warriors that get up every morning, um, even when she don't want to get up. Even I tell y'all, even when she was going through chemo, even when she was sometime, I'm talking about sick, and she'll tell you sick, um still pressed her way. So I definitely thank her. Y'all, 5 years. When I'm listening to Shaneria talk about what all God is getting ready to do in 2025, y'all have to understand that five stands for grace. 5 years. We stood on the wall. We stood in the gap. We petitioned heaven, not just for ourselves but for others. We didn't just think about ourselves, but we think about others, and we constantly doing it. We're still doing it every morning. So if y'all want to join us, y'all can join us, even if you just sit in silence. We don't mind that you're praying in silence. The fact that you are sitting in the gap, having that energy present, and that positive energy is what we need. So definitely welcome, Shanette. Y'all know I can talk a mile a minute, because I love this. I love being able to connect with you guys, and I love talking about y'all. So welcome, Shanette.
Well, thank you. Um, just getting off work. I had to run a couple of errands, so that's why I'm a little late logging in. And today is my baby daughter's 24th birthday. So as soon as I came in the house, I have grandsons here and I have a daughter, and they wanted to sing happy birthday to her. So I told her,
Oh,
I said, you wasn't born until 9:08 p.m. So technically that's when your birthday. And we'll sing then. So but I
well, we
just
gonna
went
sing
on it.
happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
Yeah. So we got that out the way. But today been a rough day for me, but I got through it. Um, Angela, I heard you talking about the grief podcast that we got coming March 30th. Well, yesterday it was a milestone for me. I was laying in my bed and I was, wondering what am I gonna wear today? What I'm gonna get up and wear? And the pink sweatsuit kept like saying me. And I was like, nah, I don't want to wear you. But I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead. And the reason why I didn't want to wear that pink jumpsuit is because It was the last thing my son seen me wearing, and I just kept that in back of my closet. So yesterday, I felt good about myself. I went on and I wore it. Anything that had to do with the um around the time of his transitioning, I tried to avoid. Whatever I did, I don't do it. If I got up at 3:30, I get up at 3:35. So I think by me wearing um that sweatsuit yesterday was a milestone for me. I accomplished something. I'm pushing past that fear. That's what I would say, because I thought that, well, in my head, that if I repeat some of the things that I did, because I can remember them days, that day clearly, then that wouldn't happen. But you know, I'm a work in progress, and I thank God
Mhm.
that He put you, Samaria, Cheryl, Apostle Kim, and the rest of the ladies that's on the prayer line around me. And some mornings I feel my energies, and some morning I don't have the energy. But yes, I press. Just like my little sister Angela tell me, keep going. And I do it. So I really appreciate you ladies for being there for me.
All right. And
Amen.
that's what it's about. We all are supposed to be helpmates one to another. That's what I keep telling individuals. If individuals come in your path, you have to figure out what it is that, why they come in your midst. What is the purpose? Because it's not a coincidence. It's not an accident. Oftentimes we just dismiss individuals, and sometimes we dismiss them before we say, oh, there's a reason for a season. I truly believe that if you come in my path, that there's a reason why you came there. And I try not to dismiss anybody. If we separate, it's because you chose to walk away. One thing I don't do is I don't. If you come in my midst, I believe that it's for that reason, and I truly believe that it's something that God is wanting me to get. There's something that we're to get from each other.
And
So
Angela, that's true. And that's confirmation, because I was listening to Sarita J. I don't know what's going on. I hear a lot of that.
yeah, I do too. It's a lot of background noise.
I was listening to Sarita J today, and she said the same thing. So to me, that I'm gonna take that as confirmation, because she said visionary. When God sent a visionary and you cross paths and you guys connect, and all of a sudden that person tell you, God showed me this, and the first person I thought of was you when she said that, because you told me something today. You always telling me something. God put this in my spirit, and that's what she was saying. When they tell you that, you have to take heed, and you have to go through it. You have to push through it, because God, you don't know what God has for you on the other side. And I mean, you said exactly what she said today. So that was my confirmation that when you tell me things, you're not just saying it. God is telling you to tell me this. So I did. I know I've been procrastinating on my book, but I did set a date, and it is going to be accomplished. And I believe once I set that date, is no turning back. I have to see this through. So I plan on releasing my book June 11th, which is my son's birthday.
Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So, wow, you dropped the bomb. So you over there writing now. I
Yeah.
releasing. That's good. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And like I was sharing, and I share with everybody. So you know, I may sound like a broken record sometimes because when he give me stuff for people, I'm gonna give it to them till they get it. So if it sounds like a broken record, then hey, maybe you're not supposed to be on the platform. I don't know, but the people that I'm called to, I just believe that you know I'm just charged to push them and to see their purpose come forth because we all got a purpose. We didn't get dropped out of the sky, and nothing is given to us. We have to activate that faith. We have to do the work, and a lot of time we get discouraged. We allow fear to set in because we just we just don't we don't know, and when we are faced with the unknown and we have to step outside our box, we have to step outside what we're used to, then sometimes we don't want to do it, and that's when the fear start to set in. But when we are confident in what we're doing and we have that peace within ourselves, we're able to walk in all those things that he calls us to, because he said that all things are possible through him. So that thing that you think that you're fearful about, don't be fearful about it, because he said we can do all things. So I want to thank y'all for coming on. Shaneria, thank you for coming on. You have to tell everybody how they can follow you, how they can check out your platforms, where they can connect with you. Um, yeah,
Okay.
they need.
Okay. Yes. You guys can connect with me on Instagram. Same name, Shaneria Osborne. You can Facebook, Shaneria Osborne. Everything is Shaneria Osborne. If you want to follow me, one thing that I tell people too, go Google my name. Just put Shaneria Oz name in Google and watch what God do. So I'm everywhere, all on Google. So I just tell people, trust God, keep walking the good faith. God gonna bless you. God gonna take care of you. And I just tell people, go follow me over there at Amazon. Pull my name up, Shaneria Osborne. Um, Go to my author page, and like Angela said, I'm working on building up another page as my author page as well on social media. But God is working. He's gonna do everything in His will. And I just say thank you, Angela. Continue to keep pushing. because God got something so much greater for you in 2025. Oh my God, you ain't seen nothing yet. You connected to too many powerful people, and when people go in prayer, they don't understand how powerful that is. And we do have to understand it don't happen on our time, but it happened on God's timing. So I truly believe 2025 is the special year. So
Amen.
yeah.
Well, I believe it too. I do. I tell you, Cornell is one step closer to that door. Not
Hmm.
only that, I when we get off this thing, I'm glad Shanette is on here, because it just reminded me, Mr. Barnell, Harry Barnell, we need to get his information to Shaneria, Shanette. We need to get his information to Shaneria.
Okay.
Um, yeah, because we need for him to because we need her son home. We need him in the proper facility so that he can get home. So we need him on the case because
Okay.
he would get on the case.
Hmm.
And that's the thing. When I tell people, you have to know those that labor amongst you. There are so many people that have so many things that, like I was talking to a young lady that joined our movement today. She suffered from lupus, just like Cheryl. But the thing about her, she went to the doctor the other day. She said her doctor said that her levels didn't even appear that she even had evidence of lupus. If he did not know that she had been being treated for lupus, he wouldn't even so he would have looked at her records and said that she didn't have lupus. So whatever she's doing and whatever doctor she's saying, I told her I need her to talk to Cheryl. Like this is what God is doing. Like not all the time we it drops in our lap, but He's placing people in our place. That's why we have to be in alignment. As I say, you got to be in alignment because if you are not in place, you're gonna miss out on something that God has for you. And Jeremiah 29:11 is not going to return to Him void. He said that He had a plan for us. He declared that He had a plan for us, and it was to prosper us, not to bring us harm. So we're to be in good health. We're to have hope in the future. So I thank y'all again for chiming in. Everybody that chimed in, y'all, we're checking out these two new platforms, Substack and Blue Sky. Y'all, I'm loving both of them. I've not really been as active on Blue Sky as I've been on Substack, but y'all, I'm loving both of them. They're alternatives to Facebook, they're alternatives to these other social media platforms, and they're giving you an opportunity to really utilize your gifts and your talent, y'all. So if you're looking for a creative space, I challenge you to go over to Substack and get individuals to subscribe to what you're doing. Get people to follow you, support the thing that you're doing. Y'all, I appreciate y'all for stopping by. Everybody that tuned in again, y'all, we are in prayer every morning, 5 a.m. The Servant Leaders Prayer Line. Y'all, the information is posted all over social media. I just ran information to today, but the information is posted all over social media, all platforms that we're on, so that you can connect. Y'all, we're one of the popular channels over on U42. If you're not connected to U42, I'm telling you, we're one of the popular channels. All 5 a.m. prayer, servant prayer line is one of the popular channels. So, y'all, everybody understands the power of prayer because if they didn't, they wouldn't be tuning in. So, again, y'all, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Anytime you want to come back, Shanira, you're more than welcome to come back. You're family now. You're part of the crew. You're one of the hosts over on the Healing Voices, Navigating Through Grief. So you're family. You're part of the crew. So welcome to them
Amen.
divas of the
Yeah.
airwaves.
Love you,
We like to
ladies.
have fun. Everybody know I like to have fun. So sometimes I be a little silly, but this is my home. This is the platform that he's given me. This is where I feel comfortable. This is where I want people to feel comfortable and not ashamed to share their story, not ashamed to share that God has given them, because he didn't give us these testimonies to sit down on. He said we overcome by hearing and sharing the testimonies. So y'all, thank you for joining us on tonight. Y'all have a great night.